South Africa spent decades under apartheid, a system that deliberately separated people, restricted movement, and distributed resources unevenly. When that system ended in 1994, the inequality didn't end with it. It stayed in the roads that were built, in areas that still don't have reliable resources, in who trusts the system and who doesn't. And that history still shapes how people live here today. So here in South Africa, uncertainty, it isn't rare. The power might go off while you're cooking. You might not have water for 2 straight days. Your parcel that you delivered via the post honestly might never arrive. So my people here, we don't plan assuming that things are going to work. We plan assuming that they might not. So we have to acknowledge the wealth disparity here in South Africa. We have very, very rich and we have some of the poorest of the poor. But if you have money, you respond to this uncertainty with buffers. Jojo tanks in the garden, solar panels on the roof, generators in the house. You don't argue with the system, you just build around it. And if you don't have money, you do something else. You borrow water from a neighbor when the taps run dry. You charge phones at someone else's house when the power's out. You watch each other's kid when transport doesn't show up. Different tools, same problems. So my people, South Africans, we don't wait for things to happen. We anticipate. You leave earlier than you need to. You carry cash and a card. You know which neighbor has a borehole or generator that you might be able to use if necessary. You know which streets and which neighborhoods to avoid at night. And it's not because we're paranoid. Because waiting for things, it costs us time and it also costs us money. And living like this, it builds a certain type of person. Someone, and allow me to become a little bit philosophical here, that can hold opposites at the same time. Friendly, but alert. Open, but very aware. Optimistic, but prepared. Slightly pessimistic, but with a great sense of humor. And we've learned to read situations, not instructions. And this is why collective problem solving shows up everywhere here in South Africa. When a street floods and Joburg water hasn't got here yet, we divert traffic. When the robots, or for other people out there, traffic lights don't work, homeless people actually direct the traffic to make sure that things flow. We give them tips. It's slightly dangerous. There's controversy around it. It's a bit hot in the sun. There's controversy around it, so we're a bit iffy about it. But people are helping people navigate this uncertain system. And these solutions don't wait to be approved. They just happen. So living overseas has provided me with quite a bit of clarity around this. In places where systems are completely stable, you're trained to wait. You report the problem and trust that it's logged, and you assume that someone else will fix it. Here, waiting, it feels like the riskier option. So, we all move first. We get things done. We solve the problem. So this uncertainty, it really takes a lot out of people. It takes rest. It takes ease. It takes away the feeling that tomorrow will be predictable. We will be able to do our laundry because we have electricity and water. The thing is, you might not because it's out of your control. But it also builds something. It builds people who notice patterns early, people who adapt quickly, people who don't panic when plans completely fall apart. And it builds people who know how to make things work together. Living in South Africa, it isn't easy, but the people shaped by this place, by the history, by the very unfortunate inequality, and the now onset of heavy uncertainty, are exceptional in so many ways. We anticipate, we adapt, we solve problems collectively. Not because it's inspirational or anything, because it's a necessity, it's a way of life here. And in all honesty, that's what makes South Africans so incredibly exceptional. So, cheers.
MTV, welcome to my cribs. So, today what we got?
This is what
Zamalek.
in shopping center. This is how you have beers in South Africa. It's a whole cooler. It's freezing in here. You can see we're actually in the cooler. Look, there is the outside, and you've got all